Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers at Arlington Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Tom Filer, whose record is 5-2 with a 3.68 ERA. And pitching for the Rangers today is Brian Allard, whose record is 5-5 with a 3.76 ERA. Well, we won yesterday's ball game against the Rangers. We're up 2-1 in this series, with the fourth game, the series decider maybe today. And we suffered a big loss yesterday. Alan Trammell is injured for the next month, and he will be back in time for the playoffs, assuming we hang on and get that playoff berth. Taking a look here at Trammell, here's his stats so far this season. Coincidentally, ? He has played the exact same amount of games as he did last year in our strike-shortened season, but with considerably less positive stats here. I feel like I've done a really good job of resting him when he became listed as tired. So I'm not really sure why he suffered this injury in the game. He is only 24 years old. It's very early in his career, and he is under contract for 3 more seasons after this one. So he's getting paid big money, and to have him miss a month of the season when we probably need him most is really an opportune time to lose him. But we do have to get on with today's game. Let's go ahead and get started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. I did take a look at the free agents to see if there was a shortstop that might be able to fit in with our team a little bit better than Mark Wags, but Wagner will get the first opportunity to play shortstop for our team. As you take a look here, Dan Petrie pitched pretty good yesterday. He got his second win on the season. And Dave Smith came in and got his first save as a Tiger because Weaver and Tom Hume, neither one were available for yesterday's game. Now Dave Smith will be unavailable since he pitched 2 innings yesterday. Current Rangers lineup has 25 plate appearances against Tom Filer, and looks like they've lit him up pretty good in limited duty there. And then Brian Allard, a right-hander. Here is our lineup versus him today. Wags in there at shortstop, and Bobby Ramos is going to catch today. We have done a good job of keeping Parrish healthy, trying to give him 1 day off per series. And so today, again, the 4th game of the series, we're going to give Parrish today the day off. So here is the official lineup for the Tigers today. Batting leadoff in right field is Eddie Miller. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third and DHing is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth at first base is Greg Brock. Batting seventh at second base is Sweet Blue Whitaker. Batting eighth at shortstop is Mark Wagner. And batting ninth and catching today is Bobby Ramos. Okay, Brian Allard, I believe we saw him in the first series against the Rangers, making, pardon me, still recovering from COVID. I feel much better today. That would just kind of jump up and bit me there. So yeah, he's making his 11th start, 5-5 with a 3.76 ERA. More walks and strikeouts, not great. Opponents are batting .281 against him. 3 complete games with a shutout. Let's take a look at his log. No, I guess we did not face Brian Allard the first time the Tigers played the Rangers back in July. Okay, so here is the defensive alignment for the Rangers today. Center field is Billy Sample, who is an outfielder but a poor defensive player. He's going to get the start in center field today. And it looks like the rest of the lineup is the same. So here is Eddie Miller leading off against Brian Allard. And Miller strikes out swinging. His batting average is just plummeting. He was batting around 500 almost. Between 400 and 500 for a long time this season. So it's almost like I'm reluctant to play him because I know he's not going to do well. As Henderson walks, runner on first. What is the stolen base percentage? 76%. Henderson has not stolen base in a while. We just haven't been sending him. We're going to give him a shot here. Pitch right down the middle, and Henderson steals second. That's stolen base number 31 on the season for Henderson. Runner in scoring position for Eddie Murray. Murray had a nice little breakout game yesterday, and there's a blooper into left field. Base hit. Henderson scores. It's 1-0 Detroit. We're not going to go for two with Murray running. So good job by Murray. Maybe he's finally turning it around with Trammell missing a month. That would be really helpful. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher had the day off yesterday. We're going to hit and run as we did with Hatcher. And a runner on first with less than 2 outs. Ground ball to third. That will get Murray into scoring position for Gibson. Gibson walked 3 times yesterday. Still has an average at 292. And a wild pitch moves Murray to third. So runner at third now for Gibby with a 1-0 count. And Gibson gets a ground ball to second. Rodney Scott tosses him out. Looked like it might get through. We'll take the 1-0 lead, though, heading into the bottom half of the first. Here is the Rangers lineup for today's game. Batting leadoff at second base is Rodney Scott. Batting second at shortstop is Odie Davis. Batting third in center field is Billy Sample. Batting cleanup and catching is Greg Mahlberg. Batting fifth at first base is Pete O'Brien. Batting sixth in right field is Leon Roberts. Batting seventh at third base is Tucker Ashford. Batting eighth in left field is Johnny Grubb. And batting ninth and DHing today is the backup shortstop, Wayne Tolleson. Okay, Tom Filer on the mound. Filer pitched well his last time out. He got his 5th victory, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs on 8 hits. He had a couple walks in there. Nice comeback game from his previous start versus Boston, in which he gave up 4 runs in 1 2/3 innings. 7 hits and a walk, didn't strike out anybody. It was a really poor performance from him. And he bounced back well. Looking at his overall numbers, he's making his 13th start. ERA is still solid at 3.68. Thrown 66 innings with those 33 Ks. You don't have to do the math there to know that he gets a strikeout every other inning. Opponents are batting 300 against him. Wow, he has given up 82 hits in those 66 innings. No complete games, no shutouts. And you know the rest. He is basically our 5th starter for the rest of the month unless something happens to him either by injury or through ineffectiveness. We still have a Uger, we still have Bruce Robbins in the minors. Here's the Tigers' defensive alignment. Pretty strong defensively. And Rodney Scott, switch hitter, leading off against Tom Fowler. Sometime catcher, Rodney Scott, flying out to right field. I think I mentioned yesterday's game, Scott's got 4 starts behind the plate this year. Flying out to right field. There's 1 down. Here's Odie Davis. He's got 1 start behind the plate. As the Rangers do not have a backup catcher on the roster. Not in AAA, not in AA. Odie Davis flies out to center. 2 down. Here's Billy Sample. Maybe the best pure hitter on the team, batting .291 with 10 home runs. Flying out to Henderson in center. And that'll do it. We're going to the top of the second with Brock, Whitaker, and Wagner due up. I don't normally do this. I don't normally put 3 lefties in a row. But with Trammell's injury and Ramos getting a spot start today, I thought I would bunch them together, see if they can't string something together, as Greg Brock The Brockness Monster sticks his head out from the murky depths and gets the triple into left center field. No doubt that is his first career triple. Standing on third, nobody out. They're playing the infield back, so all Whitaker's got to do is put it on the ground anywhere but third. That should be an easy RBI. A blooper, though, into right center field. Falls in for a hit in front of the defensively inadequate Billy Sample. Do we want to go for two? I kind of do. But I feel like we have a rally going, and I don't want to ruin it. So we're just going to let Whitaker get the RBI single. 2-0 Detroit with Marky Wags up. 67% chance for Whitaker to steal second. We're going to let Wags swing away. He's batting .320 versus righties. And we're going to show him some confidence. There we go. Base into left field. Show him some confidence because he's going to play this shortstop position for the next month. It's a hard line drive into left for a base hit. That's going to bring up Bobby Ramos, who's having a terrible year, especially compared to his .360 batting average last year. Let him swing away. Everybody's swinging away. Ground ball back to Allard. And that is a simple double play. 1-4-3 as Wagner and Ramos are erased from the base pass. So Whitaker on third for Eddie Miller. Miller, hey, he's still batting .405 versus right-handers. And a hard line drive at the shortstop, Davis, and that'll do it. So Tigers, I guess, miss another golden opportunity. We do get another run on the board. It's 2-0 going to the bottom of the sixth inning. Here's full-time pitcher Craig Mahlberg leading off. Mahlberg rips it down the left field line just past the glove of Hatcher at third, and that is a double for Mahlberg, his 20th of the season. So not a bad job by Mahlberg as a 30-year-old rookie, really, getting his first chance to play every day. So runner on second. Here's Pete O'Brien. O'Brien up for Rookie of the Year this year. Hits a ground ball to second, moving Mahlberg to third. There's one down. We're gonna pull the third baseman in. So if it's a ground ball to Hatcher, he'll hold Mahlberg or go home if he's running. Otherwise, anywhere else will give up that run. Leon Roberts steps in. A ground ball to first. That'll score Mahlberg. And it's 2-1 Detroit. Bases are empty now as Roberts gets the RBI. Tucker Ashford, next man up, with two down, flies out to right center field, and we're headed to the top of the third. Rangers get on the board as Rickey Henderson steps in. Henderson had the walk and the stolen base, scoring the Tigers' first run. Here he flies up to center field, one down. Eddie Murray with one out. Take a look here real quick at Murray. So he's 8 for 51 now. He's starting to come around. He's got a 3-game hitting streak if you include today's game. So maybe finally he's turned the corner. Wouldn't mind seeing some power from Murray as he pops it straight up at home plate. And an error by the third baseman. He calls off Mahlberg. And the third baseman, Ashford, drops it in fair territory. We've seen that 3 times this series now. So Murray on first. Again, hit and run situation. And a fly ball into right center field. That's going to carry deep enough to get caught. 2 down. Hatcher's batting average down to .320. We'll let Gibby just take a cut here. Oh, he's going to take a ball 4. When did Gibby get so selective at the plate? If they're pitching around Gibson to get to Brock, Brock's going to make you pay. Ground ball to first, not this time though, as he hits a Grounder right at the first baseman, O'Brien, and there's out number 3. So the Rangers finally keep the Tigers off the board. We head to the bottom of the third, 2-1. Johnny Grubb leading off, popping it up to second. That looked like ball 4. As Fowler's been around the plate so far. Not pitching too shabby. Wayne Tolleson hits a grounder to Whitaker. 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup with Rodney Scott. And Scott hits a ground ball to Brock. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Nicely done for Filer. We go to the top of the 4th. We got Lou. We got Wags. We got Ramos. Lou, base hit up the middle. Man, I'd like to see him start hitting well versus right-handers. That sub-240 batting average. Okay, so Wagner got a base hit his first time up. Wagner is leading the league in sacrifice hits. But we're up a run. We're going to let him swing. And another base hit in left field. He'll pull it all day long. I mean, you know, the baseball into left field. So it's first and second. Nobody out. Bobby Ramos. He hit into a double play last time. Maybe we need to let him lay down a bunt. Oop. There we go. Everybody's playing back. Maybe Ramos can fool everyone. Ah, damn it. Strike 3. Well, he was attempting to lay down a bunt. I don't know what he was thinking. So, missed opportunity. Let's see if that comebacks and bites us here with Eddie Miller up. Nope. That'll clear the bases. Off the wall in right field. An RBI double. Wagner holds at third. I guess we're just being conservative. I'm going to give that third base coach a little tongue lashing later. That's Miller's. Is that his 10th double this season? 10th double in 117 at-bats. And an RBI, which he does not do very often. So it's second and third, 1 down, a run in for Rickey Henderson. Ground ball to short. Wagner will score. Miller holds, and it's 4-1 Detroit. Give Henderson another RBI. Doing the little things. And with 2 down, Murray flips it to left. And there's the third out. So it's 4-1 Detroit. Headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. This is where Filer sometimes starts to unravel. Odie Davis steps in. Sharp line drive to Gibson in left. And reaches up and makes the catch. 1 down. Billy Sample up next. Slow roller to short. Looks like Filer's got it under control so far today. I'd like to see more strikeouts. One of the things I will say about this Rangers team, I don't know if they have much of a future, but I do like the fact that they move their players around, and they do play a lot of different positions. They seem to be giving everybody rest in different places. I mean, you can't beat that. That's kind of a really good strategy if you don't have a good team. See who's going to pan out for you. Okay, we go to the 5th inning. Here's a chance for Mickey Hatcher to just swing away. We've had him hitting and running. And both times he's been out as he flies out to center field. Sample tracking it down. So Hatcher 0 for 3 today. It's going to bring up Gibson. Gibson, ground ball to short. Odie Davis throws him out. 2 down, and Greg Brock has that triple. That grounds out to short. So a 1-2-3 inning for Brian Allard. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We've got O'Brien, Leon Roberts, and Tucker Ashford due up. Here's Pete O'Brien. Again, we'll take a quick look at him here. Definitely up for Rookie of the Year. Not having a great season, but there's not a lot of candidates that are playing every day. 6 stolen bases for a first baseman. That's pretty good, right? You don't see a lot of stolen bases from first baseman. As O'Brien flies out to center. One down. Next up is Leon Roberts. Slow roller to Wags. Wags' defensive rating is not great, but he is pretty sure-handed out there. He's made 3 errors at short, which is a reasonable amount, I think, in his limited duty. As Ashford gets a base hit into right field. It's only the second hit off of Filer today. It's going to bring up the lefty, Johnny Grubb. 2-2 count. And Grubb flips it into center field, and Henderson tracks it down for the third out. We're going to the 6th. This game's moving along. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. I almost forgot to do that yesterday. Player of the game so far, is it Whitaker, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI, or is it Wagner, who's just 2 for 2? But he's got himself a double. And Brock's got that trip. So, I don't know. We'll see here. Could be any of those 3. As Whitaker steps in, he's going to get the first crack. Hey, 3 for 3 for Whitaker. Base hit to right field. Do we want to go for 2? This time we are. And he is safe at second with a double. All right. Whitaker never even slowed down at first. Went right for the second bag, and that is his 12th double on the season. In scoring position for Marky Wags. Wags, as I mentioned, 2 for 2 on the day. And he takes ball 4. Wagner stepping up. First and second. Nobody out for Bobby Ramos. I have no confidence here in Ramos. We're going to let him swing away. And he hits a ground ball to short. And not a double play. Wagner running hard. The only play was to first. I thought Ramos was going to hit into his second double play to go with the missed sacrifice bunt. That is a bad offensive game. Okay. Also I wanted to mention that, giving Ramos the start today hopefully will keep Parrish fresh for tomorrow's game for the next series against Seattle. Those guys just run crazy. So we are going to have Parrish is going to have his hands full as Miller comes through with a base hit into center field, 2 RBI, and it's 6-1 Detroit. Do we send Miller a 76% chance? We're up 5. I guess that's a borderline call. I wouldn't say that would be against the unwritten rules, up 5 in the 6th, but it would be kind of a sucky thing to do. And then, Allard's struggling anyway. As Henderson walks, Miller goes to second, and they're going to bring in Bob Babcock. Bob Babcock, he absolutely shut us down in the first game of the series. He went 2 2/3 innings, did not give up a hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout that ball game, and he was practically untouchable. He's got 21 walks and 9 strikeouts. So, it's not like we shouldn't be able to string something together against him. There we go, Eddie Murray, base into left field against Babcock. Miller holds at third, leaving the bases loaded for our best hitter, who's struggling today. He's 0 for 3. They'll definitely give up a run for a double play situation, and anywhere in the outfield should score a run on a sac fly. All Hatcher's got to do is make contact, slamming it to center field, get down. Oh, it's going to be caught by Sample. Miller scores on the sac. Henderson goes to third, and it's 7-1 Detroit. That looked like it was going to be a big bases clearing double. 2 down, first and third for Gibby, and Gibson grounds out. So actually another offer for Gibson. He had 3 walks yesterday, 1 today, but he has not had any hits. Still getting on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Tigers are up by 6. All right, we're going to keep Filer going. He's only given up 2 hits. Seems like he's in control as Tolleson leads off the inning with a base hit. Only the 3rd hit. for the Rangers today. Runner on first, nobody out. And Rodney Scott hits a slow roller to Whitaker. That's not going to be a double play situation, as Tolleson is on second base. One down. Next up is Odie Davis, the odiferous one. Oh, gosh, ground ball into left field. Tolleson holds. Why would he hold? Do you think the Tigers are going to throw home? That's dumb. That's just being a dum-dum. Okay, so we've seen a little bit of a breakthrough here. And really, the one swing of the bat from getting back into the ball game. Ground ball to short. Oh, not a double play. I really had my fingers crossed on that one. As a run does score, and it's 7-2. This will be the last batter for Tom Filer, one way or another, with the lefty on deck. Let's see if he can get Mahlberg. Stolen base by Sample. Absolutely stupid thing to do. Down 5. But what are you going to do? He's in scoring position. And a ground ball to Wagner. And Wagner tosses him out. So they do get a run on the board. 6 strong innings for Filer. And he's in line to get his 6th win of the season. So that should do it for him. We're going to go to the top of the 7th with Bob Babcock on the mound. It's Brock, it's Lou, it is Marky Wags. Okay, Bob Babcock walks Brock. No surprise. That's one of the things he does well, is walk. Lou up next, walk, back-to-back walks. So, Whitaker 3 for 3 with a walk now, and Wagner 2 for 2 with a walk. Let's see, we still have something to be decided here for player of the game. Wagner, ground ball to second. Oh, not a double play, not a double play. So the first time Wagner's been put out today. Runners on second and third for Bobby Ramos. Here's a chance for Ramos to get in on something today. Everybody's playing back. So a ground ball will score a run. Could get an RBI. And he pops it straight up. That's not going to do anything. Play is made by O'Brien. Now, Miller is 2 for 4, 3 RBI. A base hit here, scores 2. And with 5 RBI, I think that's got to leapfrog over over Whitaker at least. Here we go. Eddie Miller, infield single for Miller. 3 for 5 with 4 RBI. I think player of the game has got to go to Miller. Tigers have 11 hits today against these Rangers. And then a base hit by Henderson. Okay. Get off him. We're gonna send Miller to third, definitely. And he's out! Oh, come on. Henderson gets that RBI, though. And it's 9-2. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Good job by Tom Filer, going a strong 6. I think we are going to bring in Keith Comstock. He's a lefty. He'll face O'Brien, and then he does a great job versus right-handers. We're going to give him a chance here to pitch an inning, maybe 2, in relief, since he has the least amount of innings pitched among our relievers here. Again, Dave Smith not available today. Oh, son of a... Okay, there we go. Swap. Okay, there's Keith Comstock facing Pete O'Brien. Good outside pitch there from Comstock. What was that pitch? Was it a fastball? That was a tailing fastball, getting O'Brien to pop it up to third. 1 down. Next up, Leon Roberts. Striking out. That's the first Detroit Tigers strikeout today. 2 down. Here's Tucker Ashford leading the team with 17 home runs. And he dumps it into right center field, and it will be caught. by Miller on the run. A 1-2-3 inning for Kami. We go to the top of the 8th. 9-2. Detroit. Okay, Eddie Murray leading off. Murray's got a couple hits today. 3-game hitting streak. Feeling better about Murray as he grounds out to second. We can't have Murray and Dawson, both, players that I would consider to be everyday players, struggling to the point where we can't even put them in the lineup. Mickey Hatcher is going to get his token base hit, infield single to third. And Hatcher's on base for the first time today. So here's Gibby. Gibby has a career home run against Bob Babcock. And he pops it straight up on that curveball, carrying to the outfield grass. Davis makes the play. 2 down for Greg Brock. Brock 1 for 3 with the triple. Also walked. Rips it into center field. It is down for a single. Hatcher goes to third. And here is Tom Henke back into the majors. Spent a little time in Double-A, Triple-A. Absolutely dumb thing to do. But with the 2 injuries to the Rangers bullpen in yesterday's game, that Henke gets called back up. The other one was Ken Clay. And you see here Henke, who we almost traded for. He was on our list. Batters are only batting 198 against him. Comes in with 2 down, first and third, and sweet Lou up. And Lou, 3 for 3 on the day, pops it up, and that'll do it. So good job by Henke. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-2 Detroit. Keeping Comstock in there. Johnny Grubb steps in. He hits lefties pretty well as he strikes him out. Curveball under the wrists. 2 Ks for Comstock. Wayne Tolleson up next. He's got a hit today. And he's got another 5th Rangers hit. Tolleson, the only batter with 2 hits for the Texas team. Here is Rodney Scott with 1 down. And he strikes him out the curveball. Look at Comstock. 3 strikeouts in relief. What a stud. Oh, then he walks Odie Davis. That was a close one, though. That could have gone either way. As he tries to paint the lower outside corner against Davis. Switch hitter. Or right-handed. I think he's right-handed here. Scott's a switch hitter. Regardless, Sample pops it up in the foul ground, and that'll do it. So, good job by Comstock. We'll probably bring in Hume in the 9th. Okay, Marky Wags. 2 for 3 with a walk. And another walk for Wagner. Wow. On base 4 times. Replacing Trammell. That's better than most of Trammell's games this year. Here's Ramos. Done nothing. Nothing good. As he hits another ground ball. Goes 0 for 5 today. Wagner safe at second base. Eddie Miller. Once again, a chance for 5 RBIs in a leadoff role. He pops it up into foul ground. Into the outfield behind the shortstop there. 2 down. Rickey Henderson up next. He rips it into left field for the 3rd out. Caught on the line by Grubb. And we're going to the 9th inning. Let's take out Comstock. Look at his ERA. Look at those numbers. I mean, that's fantastic. I never would have thought he could produce like that. We're going to bring in Tom Hume. He is our most used reliever and our only reliever with a major league contract, so he cannot be sent down to maybe get a little bit of a break. So we're just going to bring him in and use him as Mahlberg leads off the 9th with a base hit. Leadoff man on. Here's Pete O'Brien. And another base hit. Okay, all right. Maybe Hume doesn't have it today. We're going to let him pitch to Roberts here. Try to get a double play. Oh, come on. This feels really bad now, right? A balk. Well, I don't care about the runs, but I do care that we're in trouble. Ground ball to first. That'll score Mahlberg, I think. Hume thrown 19 pitches so far. Look at all that jumbled up there in the middle. There's one down. Run in. Tucker Ashford popping it up with a runner on third. I mean, we would have let that run score. 2 down. So the Rangers are down to their final out. They got Johnny Grubb up. And Hume gets Grubb to ground it to third. And that's the ball game. Tigers win 9-3. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. That was a good ball game. We needed that victory after losing Trammell yesterday. Feel a little bit better about ourselves. Let's take a look at the standings. Well, the National League popped up first here. Oh, wow. I mean, this is such a tight race in the East. I mean, Philly, St. Louis, New York, and Chicago, all within 3.5 games. Montreal, 3 games under 500, but are only 6 back. And Houston, despite having a great pitching staff, is 8.5 games back of Cincinnati, who has the best record in baseball. Back to the American League. Yeah, we're holding that 5-game lead over the Yankees, and now we're going to go to Seattle, to the Kingdome tomorrow, to face the very speedy Seattle Mariners. They lead the American League with 123 stolen bases. They're the only team in the West with an ERA under 4. So they pitch well, not just have great speed. And then they have 119 home runs, so they got some power too. So this is going to be tough. And they're on a roll. They're 9-1 in their last 10. I mean, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a fun series, I have a feeling. Let's take a look at transaction. Nothing new to add. No additional injuries for anyone. So let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Player of the game, I think we have to give it to Eddie Miller over Sweet Lou. I hate to do it, but if you get 4 RBIs from the leadoff role, going 3 for 6, he's got a double. I mean, Whitaker had a double too. Whitaker scored 3 runs. He did have an RBI. Yeah, we're giving it to Eddie Miller. Good, not a good job, a great job by Tom Filer getting the win. Going 6-2 on the season. Keith Comstock came in, pitched 2 innings of scoreless relief. Hume gave up a run. I mean, we're not worried about that. Brian Allard takes a loss. He is 5-6 on the season. And that is going to do it for us today. We're going to come back tomorrow, play against Seattle at the Kingdome. Until then, everyone, have a great day.